How would you guys like to double the amount of orders, reservations, and calls coming through your website just by making a couple key adjustments to it? My name is Jesse. I'm the owner of Edge Media, and we build high converting websites for business owners that actually turn their website visitors into loyal customers. Today, I'm going to be giving you a free conversion optimization analysis, and it's just going to be an outline of a couple things you can adjust on your website to greatly increase the amount of conversions that you have coming through and just help optimize your website so it's a lot more user friendly and you can start generating a lot more conversions through it. I like to do these for free to give you guys a little bit of value. And then if there's an opportunity for you and I to work together in the future, that would be awesome. If not, no hard feelings. At least you guys get a ton of value out of this and you can have a couple key adjustments to make to your website to boost your conversions up. So without further ado, let's just hop right into your website. So one of the first things I notice when hopping into your website is that I feel lost. And what I mean by lost is that I don't feel like there's any like direction for me to take. Like you guys prompt me with a gift ideas, the shop holidays, 25% off, and then more gift ideas and takes. But in reality, this is your opportunity to showcase to your user what the benefits and value proposition is of your business and your website. And I took a bit of time to actually analyze your website quite a bit, and I love the story behind your website. I love everything that you guys did to build your business, and I would honestly love to work with you guys. So that's why I'm going to do this a little bit more in depth. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video because I truly believe you guys have a great amount of content and a great storyline, and I think we could blow up this website in a really good way. So yeah, first thing I would recommend doing is I'm actually going to hop into this whiteboard that I have here. And we have to start optimizing your above the fold so that you have a clear value proposition for your users. And what that typically looks like is, so let's say your above the fold is from here to here. So this is where customers will land, and this will be the first thing they see. So the first thing you're going to want to do is have a great big value proposition right here. And I actually already have one written out for you guys that I think will be a start, because you guys really are experts in your craft. So I think everyone has to know that. They have to know that you guys are the expert and you guys are Calgary's coffee connoisseurs, because it is true. You guys have done a great deal of research and investment trying to find great coffee for people. So that's one of the first things I would do is make sure you have a nice, clear value proposition. And so people kind of know a little bit more about your business up front, as opposed to them having to dig into your website and discover it themselves. You just show it to them and you give them that experience, right? So I would definitely start off with something like this. Nice big call to action. I mean, value proposition. And then underneath of that, you're going to want to have your supporting statement. And it's just, another couple quick facts or things about your business that people could find valuable. So that's where this comes in. So I would do something like this. And then now you see like we have a nice clear value proposition and people have a very good idea of like what your business is all about, which is ethical coffee purchased directly from international producers. Like that is so cool. And then what would actually be really neat is if you added like, because I saw you have like Guatemala, Africa, like you have everything, not on this page, but you have all of your all of the countries you purchase from. So what you could do is you could have all these countries literally navigate. I mean, flipped it here. So ethical coffee purchased directly from, and then like Guatemala, Mexico, and then you could have it like filtered through, and that would be so cool. And then what would be really neat is we could actually pull some like stock video footage from somewhere of someone doing like flybys or like drone footage over top of like coffee farms to like really emphasize that fact. So that would be like a darkened background, and this text would probably be white. And I think that would really get that message across to your audience about like, this is really the origin of our coffee. And I think that would be super neat. So after that, you would want to add in your main call to action. So this is good. I know you guys are an e-com store. It's built off of Shopify. but it doesn't mean you can't build it more like a website and still have that shop aspect to it, right? Because you want to make sure that your website is built to convert either way. So that means having, depending on what the goal is of your website, if it's to shop now, if you want people to purchase more through your website, you do something of this, right? Or order now, right? And then and then typically what people do is what you guys should be doing is taking your logo, take your logo, put your logo right here, fit perfectly right there, and then you can keep that menu button there, and then you can have like your phone number here for it, so it's nice and easy to access, and then maybe you could have a couple of the menu items actually out of here, like you could have like locations or locations, shop, and then whatever else is in there. Like you can have the boat me, so you can actually start like utilizing some of this white space more. And then if you wanted to, you can take this message that you have here, or if you really want to make it feel like more of an ecom store, all across here you can have like different shop filters. So this way, it's like coffee filters, uh, coffee, and then that drops down into like different types of coffee and like where it's from in the country. I think that would be really neat, and that would still keep your site optimized for conversions without making it too busy. Reason being is because when people land on a website, they're going to start in the top right here, on top left, and the first thing you do want them to see is your logo, right? So this way you're implanting that logo subconsciously in their mind. It's the first thing they see. And then what's going to happen is their gaze is going to go from left to right as they scan the page. And this is going to be the second thing they're going to see is that call to action. And then their eyesight's going to go down and then across, and then they'll read it regularly. So that's something to keep in mind of how people are going to be looking through your website. Aside from those changes, you also want to add another call to action. Again, whatever you want the goal to be of your website, whether that's for them to order online or for them to actually come in store and order. You want to have another call to action right there, because we really want to emphasize the fact that this is the direction the user is supposed to take, right? And then after that, you can have a secondary call to action right here. And this could be like your shop or menu or really anything else that you want to be your secondary call to action. Even contact us now, or again, like whatever your goal is as a company, whatever is going to drive you guys the most revenue, that's what you want to be pushing on your website. And then I did also notice, so let's say you had that video across here of the drone footage, and then if we scrolled down between that section and this section, so let's pretend this is all like white space here, I would actually take this. Oopsies. I would take what you do have here, and I would put that in here. I'll show you how. I would do something like this. I would have this here. And this is like really common for e-com stores to do, because this is the benefits and kind of like some neat facts about your restaurant. Oops, not necessarily your restaurant, but oh, what happened? So I would have the other one right beside here. I've maxed out the amount of photos I could have here, and just have that side by side. And then that's going to be like your more value proposition and more about you guys and how ethical you are, green relationships. And then after that, I would start diving into like your origin story, which you have on your About Us. Here's our story. And I would maybe even have this video right underneath of it. So I would have your video right here. And then you can break up some of this text, and you guys can actually like add photos that like are actually part of like from your restaurant, right? And we can kind of like map out the story in images with some text beside it, kind of alternating from left to right, right? Because like the whole point of your homepage is you have to sell people on the business, not necessarily the product. And selling people on the business means selling them on your story. I'll be honest, like I really want to work with you guys. I really passionate about what you guys are doing, and my team and I really resonate with doing this type of work, doing like the very homey coffee shop, and the amount of authenticity that you guys have within your website already when you really like dig into it is really sweet. So I think we could really build a sick website for you guys. If you did need any logo redesigns too, we could help you with that in terms of like developing a full style guide. So I don't want to overload you guys with information though. If you see value in what we can do for you, we do like a full stage web development process. We go from discovery to competitor research, then UX design, UI design, and at the end is when we do the development. We don't develop first. We want to make sure we have like your story down and we're representing your brand's image the way it's supposed to be represented. So if you guys see any value in this, we can book a free discovery call. There's going to be a button at the end of this video that you can click, go straight to my calendar. And again, it's completely free. I hope you guys got at least good amount of value from this video. If we don't end up working together, I'll be sad, but at least you guys can make these changes to your website and start optimizing it for conversions so you can double the amount of revenue that you do have coming in online. So thank you guys for sitting through this, and have a great day.